Hey guys, I'm Jenna, and today I want to show you some of my favorite Y2K, 90s, 2000s inspired clothing items that are actually new additions to my own closet. So as we know, the Y2K and early 2000s era is back full force when it comes to fashion, and we are seeing these trends pop up absolutely everywhere. For those of us who are living through these trends now for the second time, it can be kind of difficult to figure out which trends we want to adopt, and if we are deciding to jump on board, how to style them so we don't feel like we're recreating the exact same outfits that we remember wearing in middle school and high school. So today I'm going to show you some of my favorite pieces that are new additions to my own closet and show you how I will style them now in my 30s for the present day. Okay, so I'm going to start with tank tops. Tops and accessories are my favorite way to kind of dip my toes into a trend without going too full force into the trend, because it's really easy to style a top or an accessory with a really simple kind of classic outfit. So these are some of my favorite Y2K inspired tops. So I actually have several Y2K inspired tank tops, but these are three that I picked because they remind me so much of things that I actually owned when I was younger. This halter top is from American Eagle, and it reminds me so much of the American Eagle halter tops that they had in the late 90s and early 2000s. I had multiple of them in many different colors, and I remember wearing them to like middle school dances, parties in early high school. They were really a staple in my wardrobe. This guy is probably going to spark a lot of memories because we all remember tank tops like these. This is actually from the Wild Fable line at Target. If you are into the Y2K early 2000s trends, Wild Fable at Target is definitely somewhere to look. They're killing it. This feels really authentic to me. And then this kind of shiny rainbow top with the ties on the shoulders is from Nostalchicks Shop. They're also one of my favorite places to go for throwback and kind of 90s and 2000s inspired trend. And this is super cute, super fun. I would actually style all of my throwback kind of 2000s inspired trendy tops in very much the same way. Whenever something feels really trendy to me, I always balance it with a very classic outfit. I usually don't go too trendy with the accessories. I keep everything simple. And then if I'm feeling a little bit more adventurous, maybe I'll add in like a trendier accessory. So for example, this halter top feels very throwback to me because like I said, I think I owned the exact same one in 2001. So I'm pairing it with basic jeans, and then maybe I would throw on like 90s inspired sunglasses and like my little 90s inspired jewelry. Same goes for shoes. You can kind of pick how trendy you want the outfit to be. For example, if I pair it with something like a chunky slide sandal, this feels very 90s. It's definitely gonna add to the retro feel of the outfit versus something like a white sneaker or even just a plain flat sandal. Feels a little bit less trendy and definitely makes it feel less like you're dressing to a theme. My number one tip if you want to try a trend or you're interested in a piece that's a little bit more bold than you would usually wear and you're not quite sure if you're gonna feel comfortable in it, is to pair it with an outfit that is really classic and neutral and that you feel comfortable in. So for example, this top, obviously pretty bold, but the cut itself isn't anything crazy. It's not like an overwhelming fabric or, you know, a huge silhouette. And I paired it with really, really simple other pieces. So these are jeans that I wear almost every single day. I know I feel really comfortable in them. They're a little distressed, so it actually makes it feel a little bit more casual to me, which offsets like the glitz and the glam of the top. And then I would pair this with just a simple flat sandal. They're like a little bit more than a flip-flop, but nothing crazy because again, I'm a pretty casual dresser. So I would want to keep this look very casual because that's how I feel comfortable. If you wanted to make the outfit look a little bit more trendy, you could add some Y2K inspired accessories, maybe sunglasses, maybe some more jewelry, maybe like a small bag would be really cute. So there's always ways that you can play around with trends without going all in. And this also helps to make sure that you don't feel like you're wearing a costume, especially for those of us who are in our 30s and have already experienced these trends again. For example, this tank top looks like tank tops I wore in middle school and high school. But back then I probably would have paired it with cargo pants or very low-rise jeans, maybe with glitter on them. So although Cargo pants, for example, are back in style. I personally wouldn't wear a tank top like this with cargo pants because that makes me feel like I'm wearing a costume of myself as a middle schooler, and I don't want that. So instead, I pair it with my high-rise, straight leg, slightly distressed jeans that, again, I wear every single day to bring it into 2022, but also to bring it into my 35-year-old's wardrobe instead of, you know, my 15-year-old self's wardrobe. And speaking of tops that will take you right back to the 90s, let's not forget about the cloud print. This guy is actually from Forever 21. Every time I wear it or anybody sees it, they assume that it's actually from the 90s because of the absolute hold that cloud prints had on all of us. Novelty prints are really fun, but they can be a little intimidating for people because this is definitely a statement. So again, I would keep the rest of my outfit extremely, extremely neutral, extremely classic, and I would pair this with a basic pair of jeans or even a pair of shorts I think would be cute because it is a sheer fabric, which again was very on trend in the 90s and is again now. So here's how I would style the sheer cloud printed shirt. This feels really summery to me just because of the fabric. It is really sheer, so I have a white tank top under it. I think it would be perfect for like early summer because it is sheer and it looks really cute and casual with a pair of denim shorts. For this time of year, I'd probably pair it with a white sneaker. I think the white sneakers make it look really current, and it's also just a really casual and comfortable outfit, and the sneakers make it look even more casual. For accessories, because the cloud print is such a novelty print, it's clearly such a 90s influenced print, I would go with probably a little bit more classic accessories. So instead of the square framed, very 90s inspired sunglasses, I would go with something like a classic Ray-Ban or these that are a hexagonal shape that are a little bit more current. Again, something that we didn't actually wear in the 90s to separate this from, again, the clothes that I actually wore back then. This is actually a really cute outfit. I think I'll be rocking this summer. Next up, I have a couple of dresses. These are two of my favorite pieces in my closet right now. I am seeing Y2K's interpretation of 60s and 70s prints on so many dresses, and these are two that I absolutely love. They both remind me a lot of the clothes that I was wearing in the late 90s and early 2000s when I was unknowingly obsessed with 60s and 70s fashion. This dress is from Nostalchicks. It's a really cute kind of groovy pattern with long sleeves. And then this sleeveless one, it's a kind of a midi maxi style. It's a knit, and this is again Wild Fable from Target. Two of my favorites. If you're looking for Y2K, these are it. So let's style these guys. The prints on both of these dresses are very bold. So again, I would keep everything else in the outfit extremely neutral. Everything from my accessories to my makeup and my hair. I would also take into consideration the occasion. So this dress feels very much like a party dress to me. I could see this at a bachelorette or, you know, any sort of like girls' day, maybe going to a vineyard. Again, a flat sandal. I think a flat sandal looks really cute with a fun dress because it can make it look a lot more casual, and honestly dresses are really comfortable, so I would almost always rather be wearing a dress than like jeans, so they're great for casual wear. Or if I was wearing this to a party, I would go with a simple heel. This is definitely very 90s inspired with the square toe. However, this is really on trend now, and the nude color keeps it really neutral so that you don't have any other focal point going on except for this dress. This dress feels a little bit more casual to me because of the cut, but you could definitely dress it up. And it is kind of a knit fabric, so it's almost like a sweater material. So it's definitely a little bit more elevated than, say, a cotton dress. Again, very bold print, very trendy, and definitely louder color scheme. So I would keep my accessories to a minimum and neutral. This I think you could even dress down with a pair of sneakers or just like a very casual sandal. You could go a little trendier with a chunky sandal if you wanted. And I personally would keep the Y2K inspired sunglasses with this. I might even throw in like a crocheted bag or something a little bit more trendy because this feels a little less bold to me just because the cut is very simple. It's just like a midi dress. This is such a versatile dress too, I love it. Accessories really make your outfit. So if you put on a sneaker or a heel, this dress becomes a totally different outfit for a totally different occasion. Accessories really can do so much for your overall look. And same thing goes for trends. The difference to me between dressing like you are adopting a trend and making it work for you, and dressing like you are wearing a costume or you just pulled the entire trend head to toe off a mannequin, is picking which trendy items you feel comfortable in and which trendy items you choose to leave. And that's totally fine. You don't have to adopt trends head to toe. You can pick and choose. So for me, there are certain trends that I don't want to live through for a second time, and certain trends like the 60s and 70s patterns that I'm totally on board with. So find what works for you. Here you have it. These are some of my favorite Y2K and 2000s inspired pieces that are currently in my closet. I stuck to summer and spring inspired pieces this time, but let me know what else you would like to see. Accessories, different seasons, maybe shoes, certain outfits, certain occasions. Let me know. Thanks for watching.